Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we have hip hop artist Josh Anderson.
How's everybody doing? Thank you for having me. So excited to be here. Music Roundtable. It's gonna be crazy. Watch. Ding dong, ring ding a ding, ring ding dong, ring a ding, ring ding dong, ring 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 ding dong, ring. I'm like ring a ding, is that my damn phone? Why they keep on playing with me? Hop out the window. Who that song they playing me? Bang out the window. Unlisted money in the seats, ball out the window. I've been dreaming, I've been scheming. Mr. Friends up for a reason, baby. I know you've been fiending for some stop a season. I've been seeing, I've been teasing. Give me music for a reason. I ain't trying to sound demeaning. It's lazy.
I just want to start out with like a couple fun questions. What was one of your favorite albums growing up that you loved, like front to back? You're just like, there's no skips.
If I'm being honest, it was Chris Brown's first album. So I had like the little CD player with the little headset that you plug into. That was a big Christmas gift for everybody got in my household. So I remember going to a guy. He was in the middle of Homewood. This is I'm not going to expose him though, but he was in the middle of Homewood. He opened his trunk up. He's like, I got every new CD out today. I said, Mama, I said, what you got? And he said, I got the new Chris Brown. I said, oh man, I'm a singer. Why not? After that, I think that's when I really looked at life and I was like, yeah, I gotta be a singer. This is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta do.
Okay. Here's one I just came up with like 15 minutes ago. Um, okay. If you're headlining a tour, who is going to be part of the tour package with you?
All right. So me, I'm heavy on let's promote our city, right? First, of course I'm on the tour. That's great. If I had to put artists from, I would pick two artists from the city personally. I think can bring a crowd, and make them jump. One, gotta give a shout out. I think Brother Mans is a good person to bring along with you. I think if me and him got to do a show together, like a tour, that'd be an awesome thing. Just giving different flavors of hip hop, a little bit of R&B, both coming from us is a perfect little versatility way to break up the ice. After that, honestly, I would try to find a dope female artist. If I'm speaking from experience right now, I like Glorilla eating up right now in the mainstream, so I don't want to do too many mainstream because I feel like everybody know enough of them. But if I had to pick like a girl artist, I think I'm liking right now. Um, I've heard of there's a little bit of a mainstream artist now. Her name is Lakia. I think I would add her to the tour. She got some good like rhythm, lyrics, just repetition of just hitting you with great bars. I'm heavy on like music being music. Like I don't want to just hear a beat that's gonna make you jump and I just hear it every day. I want you to be on that stage, give me a full performance, do the costume changes, make the crowd jump. Your energy should make everybody else in this crowd want to vibe to that song. And I think us three would be a good set to have. But I think if I had to just tie like one person in there just to make it like extra great, give me Wiz Khalifa. Gotta give me Wiz Khalifa. Call the 412 connection. We can just run it all day long.
Okay. What sparked your interest to pursue music?
So actually, when I was 2 years old, I got introduced into the church choir. And from then on it was kind of like singing. But the main thing that got me, I had a solo at 2 years old, and my grandma said, if you sing this solo, we're going to Splash Lagoon today. I got too scared to sing that solo, so we never went to Splash Lagoon. Now when I got home, everybody was, "Oh, you missed Splash Lagoon! I can't believe it." Never was gonna have a moment like that again. So from then on, in it was just like I got a gift. God blessed me with a talent. Use it for what I got it for, and really start to push it out.
Okay. Some of your musical influences.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, all right. My top two. I'll give you my top two. It's kind of a weird mix too. but Tupac and Michael Jackson were big time influences. But if I'm, this is crazy to say, it really was Tupac and Chris Brown that got me introduced into like the whole want to be a superstar. Michael Jackson made me see it as this is where I want to be at as far as the music. Like this is where I'm pushing for. I want to be that level. But who really got me all the way hooked onto it all the way, it was Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. If catch it or not, when I was younger, I was heavy in to just listening to different music, old school music. Everybody in my household listened to old school music. My granddad, Isley Brothers, all the way to now. He loved it. But I heard No Vaseline was the first song I've ever like rap song I really actually listened to. And after that, I was like, "It's over. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is what we can do all day with lyrics. I can't wait to do this." Then I heard, of course, like the Chris Brown came out, but then I heard Michael Jackson's "Rock with You," and that was the first song my mom put on for me as far as like just getting into music. And I'm like, I didn't get it at first. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy dressed up in that glitter, he's singing a little bit. Ain't no way he got all the love. My mom was like, well, he got all the ladies. He got all the ladies. Oh, yeah, we gotta do it too. And after then on, it was just like, yeah, this is where I want to be. I'm comfortable here. This is what I should be doing the rest of my life. And then and those influences, I'm looking at them three people, and I'm like, if I can get my career to go relevantly close to where you guys are, then I feel like I'm doing something right. So I'm gonna keep pushing for them goals and keep hoping I can hit them levels. That's all.
Okay, I want to dig in a couple songs here. First one is Intoxicating Smiles. And it starts out with like an acoustic guitar, and then it goes into like a catchy chorus where it's like, if I told you I'd be there with you, would you try to hold me down? You gonna sing it for me?
Oh yeah, if I told you I'd be there, would you try to hold me down, 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 down low? You ever stick around? Baby, look me in my eyes. Please don't ever let me down, down low. Yeah, that's the one.
And it seems like there's like some trust issues there, like insecurity, like, if I give you myself, are you just gonna like stick around or are you just gonna leave, you know?
Yeah, that was the big point of that song was just like it can't be the same as what I'm already producing right now. And I didn't actually come up with the song, the lyrics, nothing. This is the first song I ever let somebody write for me. And actually, my little brother, he's a script writer now. He wrote it for me, and he hit me up at a number. He's like, "Josh, take this song, and I think you'll make it blow." I'm like, "Bro, let me hear it." And he sung it in his little voice. So I'm like, "Let me hear it in the studio." We get to the studio, and it's the one day we knocked it out. My little cousin was there. He's actually a rapper on it. He was just like, I can do this." I'm like, let's do it. He's a rapper. He has a couple songs out. His name is Deke OTR. He got in the studio with us. He knocked it out that day. We both wrote a verse. Not even I didn't have to write it. I just sung it. But he got in there, just knocked it out, and then that day we knocked it out that quick. And after that, I was like, yeah, this is the one. This is definitely the one. I like this one.
That's magical that could come together that quickly.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They've been with me. Two of my favorite people to be around. They've been kicking it with me since we were in diapers and growing. So they just it's the mental around it just knows like, okay, I know what you guys are gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I was rocking out like that. Let's do it.
If he's your main nigga, why you tryna leave him? Girl, I know you hate it when you're all alone. Love it when we're sitting and talking on the phone. Cause that's when you start to get emotional. Keep asking me why, like I'm learning a new lesson. I'm falling too damn deep, I'm falling in depression. I'm running like a bull, is losing all control. I know your favorite song, the one where you let it go. Yes, I like your smile, girl, so you should stay around. If I told you I've been there, would you try to hold me down? If I promised I didn't need you, would you ever stick around? Baby, look me in my eyes, please don't ever let me down. Yes, I like your smile, girl, so you should stay around. If I told you I've been there, would you try to hold me down? If I promised I didn't need you, would you ever stick around? Look me in my eyes, please don't ever let me.
Now, with like collaborations, how do you decide who you want to collaborate with?
So for me, it's I hear your one or two songs first, and I'm like, okay, I gotta collab with you. That's usually my original vibe with most people I collab with. But for me, it's some people hit me up and I'm like, hey, I want to collab. You want to send me a song? And I'm not gonna say I don't take it serious all the time, but sometimes I'll get around to it every once in a while. It's not even because I don't like the song or I'm just not like in the mind space for it, but there's a lot of times where I'm doing like an album, and if I'm going to like take a break from writing that album and take a break from doing this music I'm already mentally focused on, I want it to be something that I feel like is like so great, right? I gotta like really put pause on everything in my life and go through this song. And there's a couple songs from a couple people where they sent me, and I'm like, yeah, this is the one. This is definitely the one. The message behind it, I'm heavy on message. The message you put behind your music, let's bring it back to original music. Let's put the message behind the music. Let's put the lyrics back into the music. Let's put the real sensitivity and soul back into the music. That's where I stand heavy on those values and even performances. I'm heavy on let's show the world why we're here to perform. Let's show why we want to be artists. I think that's a big thing that artists miss out on. So if you're an artist who thinks you want to show the world why you want to be an artist, I'm always gonna work with you because I feel like you're pushing for something that I'm pushing for. Our mentals are aligning, so we're gonna make this great.
And I've been thinking about that lately, and it seems like some of the like fun and excitement has been taken out of concerts and stuff. I don't know if it has to do with everybody being on their phone and they're not even experiencing what's going on, or I don't know. I think if everybody had to leave their phone outside of a concert and went, they would have a different experience.
Yeah, there was a picture actually I seen not too long ago too. It was an NBA photo, and like they showed like difference from like 2003, 2023, and everybody had their phones up one picture, and then one other picture, everybody's locked into the game. And I'm like, you miss so many crucial moments just trying to pick up a phone. Like it really does take away from a lot.
Okay, the next song is one of my favorites. It's "Hop Out the Window." It got like a very catchy vibe to it, and I love the part where you're like, "Ring a ding ding, it's not my downfall. Why they keep on playing with me? Hop out the window." Tell me a little bit about that.
So hop out the window. I thank you so much for the love on it too. That's actually my favorite song right now. When we first made it, it was just me in my room one day. And I was just beatboxing. I literally make 80%, 90% of my beats come from just me beatboxing to myself. And I'm like, I gotta put this down. I was beatboxing. I put it down a little bit. Took it to the studio. It came out one way, and I'm like, this is like a really ready to rock and roll song right now. I sent it to get mixed and mastered, and when I sent it to get mixed and mastered, my other producer was like, look, let me change the beat a little bit. Just let me work with the beat. I think I can make it even better. In my head, I'm like, nah, there's no way. But I'm like, I trust him. Go ahead and try it. He gives it back to me again, and I'm like, whoa, this is exactly what I heard in my head. This is the exact way this song should sound. This is what we're rock and rolling with. And then that same day, we dropped in like 2 hours. And then after that, it was just history from there. And then we found somebody to do a video for us. His name is Get Fetty. He was a good guy. I won a competition that got me a free video anyway. So it was like, let's try to let's get something visual to hop out the window so we can just get the vibe and the impact of what we're trying to give off. And then we got Woodland Hills opened up to us from the vice principal. Shout out to Mr. Greenwich, a great guy there. He's I've known him from Kappa back as my leadership teacher, and he got a job now at the vice principal at Woodland Hills. He opened up the whole school for me. We got to do the video at Woodland Hills. Then we snuck onto a bus yard and tried to get the second half of the video done. That was crazy because I didn't know whose bus yard it was. Didn't really care at the moment. I just tried to hurry up and get on top of the bus and then run back off the bus. We spent like a good 10 minutes and they finally looked over and was like, hey, what are you guys doing here? Oh, it's my bad. We were just passing through, trying to find out where the next stop is. But that whole experience is doing that. It was just the first time I got to do a video myself. And the first time I really took the time to say, this is my first song that I made the beat for. I completely made my lyrics, completely did everything myself, and this is like a full product of Josh Anderson. This is Josh Anderson. This is what I want to give the world. This is what I'm trying to give you guys to see the impact of me. This is my music, and that's why I love Hop Out the Window so much. It's like a staple and a good introduction to me, honestly. So it's definitely one of my favorite songs. The beat it was supposed to be a R&B and hip hop fusion, so it's supposed to make you get up, dance around, and jump. But if you're ever in a car ride and you feel like I was gonna listen to something, hop out the window and do it too. It's supposed to make you feel like Oh, I'm him or I'm her, and I can do it. The world is my oyster. I can do whatever I want. That's what hop out the window is supposed to make you think. Oh, you see this? Hop out the window. Go get it done. I love it. Yeah.
Now, you were talking a little bit, you were saying you were beatboxing and stuff. What is kind of like your writing style? Do you do it like beatboxing, or do you have like listen to music, or do you have like lyrics written? How do you go about starting it?
So literally, I would say my favorite songs come from just random idea. I'm sitting there, I'm probably playing with my son, talking to my lady, we're talking about worldly things, and next thing you know, or like what's going on with politics today. Next thing you know, a beat comes to my head, and I'm like, there's no way it's about to happen right now. It's kind of like it's like I don't want it to happen right now. I'm having a good conversation. Let me just rock out. And it's like I can't control it. I'm just beautiful. Give me 2 seconds. Let me record this down. Record this. She probably hates when I say that. I'm like, hey, give me 2 seconds. Let me record this down. It's all the time too, because it's random spirit of moment. Like even right now, I'm sitting here, a beat song probably coming in my head. I'm like, I'm missing that one. But there's probably 1,000 songs I make a day that I probably won't get down. But it's the most important ones that I know. Like, all right, the lyric stuck with this one in my head. I know this one's something I gotta write down. Or this beat is I've been beatboxing this beat all day long. I forgot about it for 2 hours, and now it's 3 hours. 2-3 hours later, I'm still beatboxing the same beat. Yup, this is the one. So it's kind of just more like a vibe. If I hear a song that's on, and I feel like the beat is great and the song, I could have did this and that on the song. Well, I don't want to take their song, so I'll keep the vibe of that vibe, but I'm gonna make a whole new beat. And we're gonna do it right here, right now. Let's do it. And I'll put the hook comes first every time. I call myself a natural hook baby because I feel like I'm born to do hooks. I can do hooks with my eyes closed. And that's as a singer, I think that's an important background. Gotta know how to do a hook. That boom, knock a hook out, knock a verse out, and we're ready to rock and roll in the studio. My goal is to always knock out like 3-4 songs. If I have 3-4 hours in the studio, let's do a song an hour. Boom, 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 boom. I love it be as creative as possible, but get as much work done as possible. So that's my whole process right there.
Let me ask you, have you ever experienced like when I used to write songs like late at night and then I would go to bed and then I would wake up probably like 10, 20 times to write down more lyrics to the song. You ever have that happen?
Yeah, actually, it's crazy. I'm a night owl anyway, so usually I'm trying to lay down, like everybody sleep, and I'm just the one woke on my phone anyway. So I'll keep like an AirPod in there every once in a while, but I don't want to wake everybody up anymore. I get screamed at enough, so I'll keep the AirPod in my ear. And I'll just like let it rock out as it goes along now, because like you said, it takes too much to keep waking up every 2 seconds, and then it takes too much to want to lay back down because you know you're about to get back up. So it's like, let's just knock this thing out now. Call it a day. Call it a day at this point.
Okay. What's your plans for this year? Play a lot more shows, release some more music. What do you got going on?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I say this with like the most humility ever. I call this year the showstopper year. This is like the year I promised like the world. I already got the promise out, so now I can't go back on it, right? And this is just my year to like showcase this is who Josh Anderson is. For a long time, I've just even when I dropped my first album, it was 2020, and after that, I didn't drop another song until Hop Out the Window. Because it wasn't that I was hiding from the world. It was just more of, am I ready to take this next step yet? Like, because when you really take that step, and a lot of artists, I hope they're ready for that. But when you take that next step into becoming a mainstream recording artist, it takes a lot. And I think a lot of people stop looking at it as a job and they're like, I'm just so far. I'm up this way, I'm up that way, but it's still a job. So you still want to do your job at the highest possibility, with the highest capabilities and the highest possibilities you can. So I never want to decrease myself and like try to go to like a mountaintop and be done right then and there. Nah, I want to keep slowly, gradually working my way up because I don't think I can hit a mountaintop. I think in life there shouldn't be a mountaintop. You always can get better every day. So I just want to keep climbing until I start to fly. I just feel like I feel like you only can climb until you can fly. And once I start flying, then we're soaring to new heights. That's all.
Yeah, and I think like when you reach that point where you want to break through, you should have like a lot of material stored away to be released then.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because consistency is key. So if you're not like, especially nowadays, like if you can't consistently keep giving like every week a new drop or every week a new video or a different style, a new mic drop, a new take or a new video or just something that's highlighting your music or highlighting a couple lyrics you have, you're really not putting the maximum work effort. So that was my biggest problem, like not understanding the whole social media side. Yeah, I'm 24. Yeah, I even did computer science, but it's like social media itself is a whole different entity. And me I'm a social person. I'm just not a social media person. I would say I'm great in person. I can talk to people all day. We can laugh, kick it. But as soon as social media comes around, I was like, oh, I got to take pictures and videos. All right, here we go. And then I lose it every time. So I told myself this year, like, let's stop making that an excuse. Let's just knock it out and like really level ourselves down and start to really hustle up.
So, any upcoming shows?
I do actually on the 19th. I have a show actually I'm performing right at the Forge Urban Winery. Actually, it's a tribute to Goodnight DJ Goodnight. Well, me, Lady Hami, and two other artists, if I'm not mistaken, were part of the movement series. The whole movement series of going to the Forge and everybody like undiscovered artists are really pushing for that. So I would say not just this show for the 19th, but a lot of shows at the Forge. If you get a chance to go to the Forge, everybody go to the Forge. It's the best. Like it's a great environment. Always good people to meet. Always a good time. I mean, you and Miss Robin put me on just going to there on Wednesday and just vibing out with everybody and seeing different talents and different genres. That's my favorite thing to do. Like you always can catch me at a Wednesday open mic. If anybody's interested, go to the Wednesday open mic. Those are the best places, especially for upcoming artists. It gives you a chance to really get that crowd interaction, get that shyness off stage. So when you get on the stage for a real show, you're already ready for it. Granted, I lost my stage fight when I was 2 after they told me we couldn't go to Splash Lagoon, so I didn't have to worry about it at that point. But it's always fun just to rock out with different vibes, different genres, meet new people, and you never know who you're gonna see at shows. So, but other than the 19th right now, I'm putting the pause. I'm trying to hide from shows as much as possible a little bit. I will on the 17th. I think I'm performing with Zone 250. I am a part of Zone 250 every once in a while. I'll do a song with them too. So I always catch me right there doing songs with Zone 250 every once in a while too. So shout out to those guys too. Definitely hardworking, diligent, always making sure they push, 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 push. So definitely gotta give them a shout out too for surely.
And you were talking about the open mics. That's a good place to network too.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Actually, I remember oh man, I think his name is Garth. He was playing like the harmonica and he does like man, that was amazing. I'm like, I don't think people experience musical talents like this on a day-to-day basis. If you really want to see some musical talent in different genres, and I tell people all the time, do not just be one genre based in music and call yourself a music head. Because at that point, you're not a music head. You just like one genre of music. And that's okay to do too. But if you're a music head and you really love music, you know what hearing music and what music can do to the soul. Music to me is the gateway to the soul. So me sitting around music all day, that is like going to Disney World for me. Honestly, I have no problem with it. Being at the forest on that day was like literally going to the Disney World for me. I was the most excited person in the room. Even at the end of it, I got to hear Malik did like the Michael Jackson tribute, and then me and Real start dancing with him. I'm like, this is what I like to do every day. Like this is fun. Like music should be that type of way. It should be fun. I'm Jamaican too, so like we're heavy on like you can't stand on the wall. The big thing they're gonna say is get your back from the wall, get your back from the wall, get on the floor, dance, dance, dance. It's because you want to see like music does something to your body. It doesn't make you want to stand still. And if you're standing still, that means you're forcing yourself not to enjoy music. So what are we doing? Get up, dance, have some fun. I got to watch everybody that day just enjoying music, and that was a beautiful place to be, honestly.
Okay. How can we get a hold of you? Facebook, Instagram?
Everywhere. So I'm on Instagram, Facebook, both Josh Anderson underscore official. That's the only two names you'll ever find me at. Josh Anderson or Josh Anderson underscore official. If you want to find me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on all those platforms as well. Recently, because I have more music out, and Hop Out the Window's doing a little bit better, so I'm like, okay, that's even more crazy. I got to the point where you can look my name up and you'll just find me straight up off to just look me up. It used to be you have to put in like Josh Anderson Creative Soul, Josh Anderson Hop Out the Window. Remember more exact because Josh Anderson is a really broad name, but that's why I chose it because why not use your regular name and beat everybody else named Josh Anderson out? Woohoo! Yeah, that's the way to do it. But yeah, you just look up Josh Anderson _official or Josh Anderson. I'm everywhere. Hop Out the Windows out. Intoxicating Smiles. Creative Soul. Creative Soul was a lot older than everything else. I was 17 when we actually recorded the song. It didn't drop till I was 20, but I was 17. So I tell everybody when you listen to it, they're like, "Why don't you push that as much?" It's because I was 17 at the time. A lot of the same vibes I was on, a lot of notes I was hitting back then. I don't even hit those notes no more. My voice was like 2 octaves higher. But we're in a different lifestyle now. But it's just it's still great music to listen to though. If you're in the R&B bag, you just want to sit there and listen to R&B. What? Hop out the window, put a pause on it. Lose Control. That's my song. If you ever want to know, Lose Control. Artist pick. Boom. Lose Control. Try Lose Control. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you have any new music that's going to be released this year?
I actually do. I'm performing one on the 19th. The most recent songs I want to push and the biggest two is called Confidence and Eastside Bond. Eastside Bond's a whole love story pretty much. Is me taking my pen and paper and writing down my mental and my heart about my love situation. So and then confidence is literally what it sounds like. It's just I think when you meet me, confidence is the biggest thing I push and promote. So me pushing confidence is just normal. It's just me talking about my everyday life. And it's a personality song more than anything.
That's all the questions I have. Thanks for coming on the show today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Music Roundtable is the best. Randy's the GOAT. And make sure y'all definitely tap in. Listen to Music Roundtable 24/7. I'm telling you, if you're an upcoming artist and you feel like I don't get no type of radio play, I don't get no exposure, no type of way, and nobody really like cares about me, Music Roundtable was the first people to put me on a radio station. Them and DJ Goodnight. So it can happen. You can be on a radio station. You just gotta tap in with the right people. And I think you, Miss Robin, Malik, great people. This is a great place to be. If you guys have not already tapped in with Music Roundtable, please tap in with Music Roundtable. It's a great place for music. If you want to hear all types of different genres, you want to hear great collections and pieces of people who really understand music and really live music. Like you guys really live music, and that's why I love it so much. So you guys are great people to always be around. And if you guys ever need me on an interview, perform anywhere, I'm always available. Always available. You guys are great people.
Taught me my boot and get kicked out and shit be swole. Cause I not on with my dogs, and I don't pick up my phone. OTR what I be on. Late night try catch a vibe, and if she vibing, take her home. Late night try catch a vibe, and if you vibing, then we gone. The back of the rap, taking woods to the dog. Girl, my back like she strapped, she a ball. At the top of the world, I be talking with God. Miss my dog, know he with God. You say his name, I get involved. At the top of the world, I be talking with God. In the back of the rap, taking woods to the dumb. Got your girl on my back, she strapped, she a ball.